that the game's being played, yo. So both black and whites in the struggle, both black and white survivors, both black and whites living. I say black and white because that's the main issue. You don't hear about anybody else. Just bad white. When you fall, it's up to you, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Because it's like, on this everyday hustle out here, I see both black and white thinking. I don't see nobody else. Don't be a serious talk. Because, well, at least serious as we want to take it. Because the game that being played on us, man, it's crazy. And it's life. This life game that's being played is insane how things are. And you know when they say what? Together you one, divide and conquer. Well, it's like that for everybody. You know what I mean? And the main two topics is the black and white issue. Nobody want to talk about this shit. Everybody's scared of it. And the whispers. This one over there's the whispering. That one over there's the whispering. And when I was talking about the true history, and how can there be free blacks in the north and then slaves in the south, I never really penetrated how can that be. But what I did say is that it's black and white working together. You know what I mean? Black and white working together. So in this walk and talk, it's about we're both in it, black and white in it, both in the struggle, both game played. But yet, somehow, they throw the word racism and say, no, it's racism, as though the black people been paid. Okay? I don't know why to live being a white person, but I see white people in the hood. And it's not motherfucking easy, nigga, in the hood. It's struggles. And at the end of the struggle, shit, everybody's struggling. It's not hard to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But it's the realization, though. That's what the problem is. Because we all see this. We all see everybody struggling. Shit. You go to work, both black and whites working. Everybody's in the struggle out here. But if you don't realize the game's being played, you're not going to realize what's going on. And that's what these walking talks. It's just they don't get the conversation going, man. It's both black and white being played. Can you see the difference? Because of that game that's being played, and you can't realize that shit. You can't realize the game. Why? Pride. Not even that. You know what? I can't even say it's pride, yo. How the system got you 8 hours a day, more, going in. Inflation, so now you got to double up. If you by yourself, it's harder, so now you got to triple up. And with a partner, then you both got to work. Yo, it's so hard out here to survive. Think I'm a parent, I'm a father of 4, baby mama, and an ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? So, been through the struggles, man. Shit, still in my struggle, but my goal is what keeps me going. Just loving the love of making music. Studying the craft of making music, what a journey it has been. Not an easy journey, but it's a journey that's necessary. The authentic sound of CLP. That's what you're listening to in my background of my video. And that's life, yo. But the main topic is like both black and whites in the struggle. Both black and whites going through, but yet there are odds. And it's not even that odds. Is the media, which is the news, portraying society. And then, the ignorance of people going to take it and run with it. But it's the news that portraying everything. But at the end of the day, once you realize who owns the news, who's writing the news, and how the operation of the news goes, then you will see the game, because the game that's being played is about ultimately control. You know what I'm saying? And if you have money and wealth, you can be one of those upper echelons player in this game. But when you're down at the bottom level like me, and you on the floor surviving, you're far away from that shit. It's all about realizing what's out here, realizing the game to be played, and play that shit. The fully submerged game in. In this game, in this system, in the Matrix, if you don't have that plan set, black and white gonna fail in life. And that's why both black and white is in the struggle. Look in the hood. You can look at the hood, and they can go to the suburban hoods too. Both black and white is in there. That's a star. But both is in the struggle, surviving. But the game that they played, both is what's funding the system. You know what I'm saying? Both was funding the system. Think about it, y'all. Think about this game that we're in for survival and why the things are. Because explain them giving us stimulus checks. And then a year later, the economy is tanked, inflation is sky high, and it's just being done. You know? Gas prices off the roof. Why is that when they know they can control the shit? Because they're letting it be. That's the game being played. And then if you consume yourself with the reports that they want to tell you in their news, to let you know this and let you know that, when in fact you can have to see the news for yourself. You know what I mean? Yo, life is the thing, man. But the realization of what's going on, you move better once you really realize what's the game that's being played. You move way better, you know what I mean? Johnny was star. But at the end of the day, yo, it is a game being played on both black and white. And if you don't play the game right, you're gonna be in the struggle, man, and it's gonna be even that harder. The settings of the way things are, just have to listen and do. And if you can't listen and do because you're listening to your soul and your spirit and your heart, it's kind of hard and gonna be a conundrum to not go that step, you know, to eat a little bit. But then you're gonna eat a little bit. But are you gonna eat the way you wanna eat? Are you gonna move and live the way you wanna live? It's up to you, you know what I mean? But you gotta play the game. In this matrix, if you don't play the game, you're gonna get stuck, sit back, left behind, and nothing's gonna happen. You know? So it's all about the movement of you. It's all about getting down and see and realizing, realizing what I'm going, and say, oh man, this is some dumb shit. All I have to do is apply myself. No excuses. No because of this and because of that. Everybody trying to eat out here. Everybody trying to hold themselves up. Who got time to worry about you? It's both black and white playing the game on people. What they call it, the black boule? I don't know. But I'm gonna look into this shit though. Cause watching Bobby and them always hear the black boule stuff. And those are the, but it's crazy how the land was here, people was here, living their life in their way, their fashion. And both is black, I mean, and white king. Talk. Indeed, black people was here already in the Americas. Simple talk. Whew. But it's the realization that we don't understand what's going on in history, like what parlayed it, you know, because of the system that we are in, it's designed that way. You know what I mean? Because the more you know, the more you grow. But in the system, when you have a different vibe, it's kind of hard to get through that system, bro. You know, I've been a creative since I've been a creative a long time. But that system would take you from yourself. Whew. And I don't know. I can't call it. That system would definitely take you from yourself and throw you off with the shit you gotta put in your brain. You know what I mean? But you know what? At the end of the day, that's why it takes a village and a lot to raise a young one. That way, everybody can see the different aspects of that child and build that aspect up. You know what I mean? With just one parent, two parent, and most have just one parent in the house. And nowadays there's no village because it's crazy. The kid is gonna end up raising themselves with the parent hustling so hard, both black and white. You know what I mean? And our 80s culture, I'm Jamaican, but because I'm black, but the 80s hip hop culture, I see the white kids doing it now with the breakdancing and the street life like that. You know why? Because they've both been in it. And the wool has been over their eyes as well. So it's both black and white in the struggle, man. And I get it. Now I get it. It's the black ballet that teaches it that way. Black and white isn't bad together, right? The union and the company works together, right? If America is a company, who's the union? Who runs the company? I don't know. Is the white people the union and the black ballet owns the company? Because the company and the union isn't bad together. So it would have to be the black ballet to let all that shit go down. I want to know where that started. I'm going to have to do some research because as you know, my videos are vibes. If I get any kind of information, I'm going to put it in the background in the description. Just like I did with the history joint. You know, because right after that history talk, I see some, you know, YouTube stuff on the real history, on what really went down. And that's why this video is necessary, because I'm like, nobody can see the game. And even if they see the game, you're gonna realize it's a game. Both people struggling, son. Both people struggling. And yet the media is deflect. It's one side against the other. But it's all about understanding, clarification. Like yourself, man. Just holding these vibes out here. Hope y'all feeling the vibe, because this is a deep topic. Both black and white, it's from the choices. From the choices they made from a youngin' all the way up. And the reason why I say that, my 20 years of this life and learning off life and living life and in life and ups and downs, the roller coaster ride it takes in life, let me realize is the choices from a youngster. You know what I mean? And even though they say it's their environment that dictates a lot of the choices you have and how you view things, and in a sense, they're right. In a sense, it's a true thing, because even when I was younger, I loved all those hood movies. Yeah, I was like nothing else but hood movies and shit, because the hood movies depicts black life. You know what I mean? But now, sitting back, retrospective, looking at it, it's not really depicting black life. He was actually trying to dictate black life and tell black kids how you're supposed to live. Dad working all day, take care of you, and you're by yourself, you ain't got nobody to talk to. You have to go outside and go deal with that odd person. You know what I mean? And because it's so hard to struggle and you can't get nothing, you're after this and you're after that. And that's what those fucking hood movies taught us. And when actuality, see the movie, you'll do the movie. Because it's set like that. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy the settings is. Because at the end of the day, even when I first came to the States when I was young and at 12, I see white people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And the hood is being broke, can't afford shit. Because it's called affordable housing. Now watching Thomas Sowell, he said back in the 40s and 50s, the project was a blessing. It's cheap living, it's easy living, yes. Pay your bills and rent, but all the shit you gotta deal with. Let you see that the game's being played, yo. So both black and whites in the struggle. Both black and white survivors. Both black and whites living. I say black and white because that's the main issue. You don't hear about anybody else. It's just bad. But that's how it goes, though. That's how it goes, man. Life itself. The game's been played on everybody. It's realization, though. You're gonna realize what's going on, but we're gonna just keep it going and stay put. I don't know. Just we're gonna vibe out here, though. That's psychology that got me. Making you think that they're both. Make you think that both black and white is not in the struggle when we're both out here. We're both being played like a fiddle. Both gotta go to work all day. Both gotta work at 65. Both gotta pay taxes. I don't know, man. You gotta have a different mental. You know, it's all psychology. It's all psychology, psychological. So your mental is how you move. You gonna realize that? I don't know. Hopefully this talk can have people talking about this thing because it's real, man. The game's being played, and if they keep playing the game, it's gonna stay the same. And if you don't see what's going on, you can play the game, but realize the game is being played and jump in that shit. Play that shit for you and build you up so you can build your family up. Why the bitch ain't gonna help you out the struggle? You have to help yourself. And that's the game. Play the game. Know the rules to the game. You know what I'm saying? Because every game got rules to it.